Just like that, gentlemen. Okay, it's kickoff. It's kickoff Sundays. It's week 14. I know it started on Thursday with the Patriots win over the Steelers. You know, I'm going to turn it over to Kendall. Kendall, the Steelers they took themselves out of the playoff contention. Now the Texans are sliding back in. So what's up with that? What's up with your Patriots?
Uh, I'm gonna give you two sides. From I guess from a fan perspective, we didn't really want that win to happen. From a fan perspective, when we look at the bigger picture of the New England Patriots and the 2024 Patriots in terms of the draft positioning, if we would have lost that game, we're still at number two, so that's good. But we would have had if Carolina wins today, and we would have lost that game, we would have moved up to number one. So that's one way to look at it. But I just think players they tell, coaches tell players you don't go out there and lose the game. There's no tanking doesn't really happen. So you can't just these players are getting paid. They're looking forward to next year because some of these people not going to be on the team. These coaches they want to keep their jobs and they want to get better opportunities. So how do you send it to another owner or GM that you're not going to do that with their team? You know what I mean? So that you're not going to give up at the end of the season. So I guess it was a win from a conflict because we had lost five straight, and for us to go into Pittsburgh and dominate the first half. I know the second half we did come back down to earth a little bit, but that's Bailey Zappi turned back into Bailey Zappi as he should. But I think the way he started out, and I'm starting right now. I feel bad for Matt Jones, man. I feel kind of bad for him now. It really hit me just seeing him on the sideline, things like that. But overall, I think this game not even really about the Patriots. I think it's more so about the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's two games in a row where you play down to your competition. You struggled against the Cardinals, got your slow start, lost the game, and got your slow start against the Patriots. Now Kenny Pickett wasn't there, but Kenny Pickett has been lighting the world on fire this year anyway. So there's no excuse. I think Mike Tomlin is under a lot of pressure, man, to finish out this season strong. Not gonna say he might get fired, but I'm just saying, like when you losing to teams like the Patriots and the Cardinals in back-to-back weeks, that's not the Pittsburgh Steelers standard, man. Especially that defense. To let a third string quarterback come in there like that, or second string come in there and dominate like that, that's not a good look for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. So I think my eyes are set on the Steelers, and I just think that was a chance. That was a get right game for the Steelers, and they failed.
Harv, I know Mike Tomlin's been a your kind of guy, right? Your kind of coach. Shoot, I mean, uh, what's your thoughts on Thursday?
You know what? I think a lot. This is not. If you just look at the team, the aspect and the attitude, this is. It doesn't seem like a Mike Tomlin team to me. I don't know what it is, right? I looking back at the Steelers teams, you never saw that kind of attitude from players, did you? The attitude, and then Johnson was it Johnston with not even
Yeah.
blocking and the fumble against Cincinnati. I'm like, this is
Yep.
not a Mike Tomlin type team, and for him to try to rein in Pickens is just I don't know what it is, man. To me, it almost feels on the outside looking in, is Mike Tomlin losing this team?
Did you see Pickens on the sideline? I think it was the first
Yep.
half or something. He didn't get the ball, and that's not the first time with him. That's what I know, Jerry. You probably and Walter, if he was on, you could really kind of contest more of that. Y'all more of the draft guys. That's what scared teams off
Yep.
in the draft and whatnot. George Pickens, the sideline intakes, off the field intakes, and a lot of time, maybe that's why the Patriots chose Tyquan Thornton over George Pickens. I still wouldn't did that, but still, like I mean, this like those are some of the things that GMs and Scott they looked at.
George Pickens has always been a very
I think the
passionate
biggest
player.
yeah, I think the biggest thing to me is the defense plays pretty well. If you watch them, I think they play pretty good defense, but it's just there's no identity on offense. There's nothing. It's just I don't even know what to call them. I don't know. I don't think they even know themselves. So this is not a Mike Tomlin team, and to be honest, for the first time, I think Mike Tomlin's in trouble, man.
I
And
will
TJ
say
Watt, TJ Watt is in concussion protocol, and Alex Highsmith got hurt as well.
the offense has been in struggles for this is the second season in a row. So
Hmm.
yeah, Mike Tomlin definitely dropped the ball. What's going on? N NFZ. Let's move along. So the earliest of the games are they're a bunch of good teams playing. So Texans versus Jets. Gentlemen, the Texans right now currently are in the playoff picture. The Jets, of course, continue to struggle. What are you guys' thoughts?
Can I go first?
Go for
Yeah.
it. Take it away.
I feel weird about this game right here, man. I've been feeling it all week since the Jets made the quarterback change back to Zach Wilson. Everybody's picking the Texans. Texas coming off another win on last week against Denver. Like, I'm gonna say it right now. The Jets beat the Houston Texans today, and Zach Wilson has a pretty good game. I'm calling it right now. My upset of the week: the New York Jets over the Houston Texans. I'm calling it.
Man, this Texas is on fire. Go for it.
With that defensive back, is it Stingley? However you say his name. Hey man, that dude is good, man. Like, I honestly think these Texans are nobody, I don't care who you are, none of us thought they were going to be this good. We thought they're going to be a top 5 pick. Let's just be honest. But I think the Texans win at the Jets, man. Honestly, the way they're playing, this defense is just going to be too much for Zach Wilson, man, in my opinion. If you were to pick Zach Wilson versus Texans and CJ Stroud versus the Jets defense, who do you pick?
CJ, probably Stroud.
That's my point, and that's why they're gonna win. Kendall,
it is too early. You already started off with a very wild prediction. I think the Texans are hot right now.
On these though. You gotta. I be hitting on these.
This defense is ready to play, Kendall, and this defense is gonna make Zach Wilson pay. Fernando 20 says, my condolences to Ken, right? Not getting Harrison Jr. after Thursday night.
You gotta remind me, man. I've been trying to keep my mind on that, man. Come on, man. We still number 2 though. We still 2.
Hey, Silver Crawler on TikTok. We appreciate the gifts. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
What is it? JR 80888 says, we Cowboy fans now. How this story ends, reality check, and then also Silver Crawler, let's go Cowboys, man. We're gonna talk about that in just a bit. Let me see. Next game. Yeah, give me the Texans. Rams versus the Ravens.
This is the easy one.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Is it?
Baltimore. I Baltimore, yes.
But it's feeling like Baltimore is gonna be that team to beat and get into the Super Bowl finally this year. Okay, let's move along, guys. I'm with the Ravens on that one. Panthers at Saints. Man, this is the ugliest game, I think.
I want the Panthers to win.
Nah,
Saints at home.
Stop it.
I said I won't. I didn't say that wrong. I won't.
He wants it because of the kicks.
Bingo. Saints. Well, that's crazy how Derek Carr coming back this quick after these concussions and stuff, man. Normally you be off for 2 weeks, but give me the Saints at home because they played bad last week against Detroit.
Look, I didn't think they played bad against Detroit. You can say what you want, Kendall. If Derek Carr does not get out of that game, if he does not get hurt, I think they beat the Lions. They came back
down 20-something. I mean,
they came back, man. And then
garbage,
Derek Carr was not garbage. Did you watch the game?
I did not watch the game, but still,
it doesn't matter if you take off the gas. Still, if Derek Carr finishes that game, he wins that game, Kendall. I'm saying they'll win at home to stay alive in the greatest division in the NFL.
They'll win, but I don't want them to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a safe bet here. Saints. Panthers really look like a mess. There's really no clear identity, and man, their quarterback is struggling just as much as the Saints are struggling.
Yeah.
Colts at Bengals.
It's a low key good game, even though with the backup quarterback Brown. Yeah, but these two teams are fighting for playoff position. It's not like the Saints and the Panthers are two teams going in different directions. These two teams, like, really, I think the Colts are in the playoff right now, ain't they?
Yes, they're the 6th seed right now.
And Cincinnati, everybody thought it was going to collapse after Burrow left. They played real good last Monday night against Jacksonville. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take the Colts.
Hey, T. Higgins is back, man. He was back last week and they won. So I see him being once T. Higgins is back and you got a backup quarterback like you need those two receivers working together. So T. Higgins is back. I see the Bengals winning at home, man, against the Colts.
Nah, give me the Bengals because Jonathan Taylor's out.
I was gonna say, I don't know, for whatever reason, I want to go Bengals in this one too. It's a weird situation. If you looked at the way the Bengals have been playing, Browning, was it Browning?
Yeah,
Jake Browning.
I mean, at a moment, he was what? I think he only missed one pass last week.
Yeah,
I mean,
but Jerry, that's when T. Higgins got back. That was his first game back.
But his completion percentage, I mean, it was crazy, the number. So yeah, give me the Bengals in this one. Buccaneers at Falcons.
Ooh.
Buccaneers at. Give me Falcons at home.
So just so we know, Falcons are currently 6-6, and the Buccaneers are 5-7. The Buccaneers are in the 10th seat right now.
I am gonna go with the Buccaneers at the Falcons.
Oh wow.
I think the Buccaneers beat the Falcons. Because man, I think that team's way too talented right now. I think they're gonna probably have to get something going because that division right now is too close, man. But I think the Buccaneers beat the Falcons.
This their second meeting, right? Or was it the first meeting?
I think it's their second, I believe.
I think Atlanta won the first one in Tampa, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think they did.
That was Falcons won. Falcons beat the Buccaneers 16-13.
Yeah, I'll take Atlanta today at home. They play good at home.
This is a tough one for me too. I'm gonna have to stay with Atlanta on this one because their defense had been playing good, and then they kind of went down. But I don't really trust. I just don't trust. I just don't trust Baker, man.
Yeah.
Jags at Browns.
Ooh.
Jags.
Trevor Lawrence is making a start after that.
That's
I mean,
toughness.
he looked like he couldn't even walk last week.
It's toughness, baby.
Man, that's a tough one. That's kind of a toss for me, but I'm gonna go with the number one defense in the NFL and the Browns.
Yeah, Browns defense crazy at home.
Yeah, I'll take the Browns at home and that defense.
Hey, we got it's TikTok's. We got some people chiming in on TikTok. King-a-ling, like the name. He's giving shout outs to Dak. JR880888 says crazy, but maybe Miami wins AFC and Detroit wins NFC for Super Bowl. Oh, JR, I don't know, man. I think
Be a weird Super Bowl, wouldn't it?
That'd be a weird Super Bowl.
It would be a crazy Super Bowl. I'd be happy too. Faithful #16. Dak ain't going to no Super Bowl. Of course, he's laughing. There's a Eagles. Michael, right? Obviously, he has the Eagles. Says, I can't wait. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of Cowboy fans right now. Cowboy Nation can't wait right now. As it is. So who'd you pick between Jags and Browns?
Jags.
I picked the Browns with the number one defense at home.
I got Jags.
I'm gonna go Jags, man. I just don't like the quarterback play right now for the Browns, man.
Lone Wolf, baby. I got you guys. It's all good.
It's all good. I like the defense, but you need a quarterback. Lions at Bears.
Lions.
Is Justin Fields is playing, right?
Yeah, Detroit.
Man, the last time they almost lost in Detroit.
That's why I know the Lions gonna really get them today.
I don't know, man. They went up 21-0 to the Saints, and they still almost lost that game.
Bears coming off a bye too.
I'm iffy on this
Aaron
one.
Davis, do you have anybody else besides Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Aaron Jones? Because Aaron Jones hasn't been playing at all this year.
You know what? I'll go with the Lions, man, but I'm kind of iffy about this one.
I'll tell you this much right now. This is a very important game for the Lions because they really need to start winning with authority for the other teams to respect them, because the Lions kind of look like a very finessey team.
They really teared off the last month or so.
Yeah. And so they need this win. I'm going to go and give Lions the win. And it's not because of the way they've been playing. It's because the Bears just are not that team yet. And we'll see. We'll see if this Lions team can last it out through the to the end of the season. Then we got the Seahawks at 49ers today.
Niners,
man.
I believe and it's one of those things, right? Because I think Geno's a real game time decision. So they haven't even right now. They're saying Drew Lock is going to play. So if Drew Lock plays, I'm sorry, then this is not even a game.
Seattle just cannot get over the hump in their own division of 49ers. 49ers have really owned them the last 3 years. I think they won like 4 or 5 straight. And it's funny because Seattle been building their team the past 2 offseasons to compete with San Fran, and they can't do it. And their defense is a mess. Geno Smith probably not even going to play. I think Walker's back, if I'm not mistaken. He's back today. but they cannot get over the 49er hump, man.
Sounds like that sounds like the Dallas Cowboys as well.
It's a bad matchup.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the 49ers. I mean, there was a big win against the Vikings. I know the Seahawks played good, but even with Geno Smith in there, like you said, Kendall, I think the 49ers right now are the team to beat in the NFL. Someone on TikTok said it's gonna be the 49ers or Ravens, no doubt, in the Super Bowl. Wow, that's gonna be another. It's gonna be a rematch of that. What Super Bowl was that? With Ray Lewis?
That was 2013, year 14 year one. Yeah.
And I will go with Puka. Puka. Somebody's asking for either go Save Flowers or Puka. Puka's been playing outstanding. Coachy says the Bears. Enough said. Donovan Davis on TikTok says, I want the Seahawks to win. And Coachy says 49ers blow out the Hawks 31-10. Damn. Vikings at Raiders. We got the
Raiders.
At Raiders. And we got the return of Justin Jefferson too.
Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings. And close.
Vikings, man. I think it's gonna be a close game too. I'll go with Vikings.
This Raiders team has actually been they've actually been what's the word,
competitive,
overachieving as of late, you know. And I think that Antonio Pierce has really brought in a great thing, but with Justin Jefferson back in the lineup, I think this Vikings team can move a little bit smoothly on offense, and when you can stack up some points, especially on the Raiders, don't get me wrong, like I said, Raiders been overachieving, but I think the Vikings have this one in the bag. Broncos at Chargers.
This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with.
No, it's not tough. It's not tough.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, it's not
a tough one.
No, I'm sorry. The Chargers are an absolute mess right now.
Are they frauds?
They're
I'm gonna
a mess.
go with the Chargers. I don't feel good about it. It's a coin toss game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's crazy how, you know, the guru that came from the Dallas Cowboys as an offensive coordinator cannot get this engine started with Justin Herbert and company. I mean, Quentin Johnson, I believe, only has like less than 200 yards receiving.
Yeah, he's been bad. He's been okay, but he hasn't been what first round, nowhere near first round caliber.
Nope. Puka has Puka's already like got 700 and something yards. I mean, this is crazy.
You got Josh Downs, you got Zay Flowers. Name me some people. You got a lot of receivers that
Jordan Addison
after him. Jordan Addison that went after him and have over 500, 600 yards, man.
Vinny 2 times says Cowboy Nation from San Diego, California. All right, man.
Hey, give me the Broncos, man.
Give me the Broncos also in this game. There's a user 2086 says Cowboy Nation from St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to you. Alex on TikTok, should I trust Dallas Goedert or start Ndake Ejioku, right?
Who the hell is that? Oh, from the Titans?
No, from the Browns.
From the Browns.
Oh,
David
Njoku, yeah.
David Njoku.
Dallas Goedert's bad for the first time, though. Yeah, I'll probably go with Goedert too.
Yeah, because Goedert that's Jalen Hurts' safety blanket, right? Especially like he likes to check everything down to the zones, to flats. Coachy says Cosby is the difference. Everybody's saying Ravens, but haven't showed me anything in the playoffs. You know what, LRBC, you are correct on that one. Donovan Davis, he says he's missed our thoughts on the Dallas game. We're not there yet. We're going through the entire NFL right now. So then we got the give me the Broncos too. I think the Broncos get back on winning on winning this one. It could be one of them crazy games where it's 42-38 kind of game. You know what I mean? But give me the Broncos. The Bills are at Chiefs. This is a great game right here, guys.
Buffalo coming off a bye, coming off a loss in overtime, coming off a bye. A lot of stuff going on there off the field with Buffalo, but I'm taking Buffalo. The Chiefs don't know, but our Chiefs don't look right to me. They don't look right to me. Nobody scares me on the offense besides Travis Kelce. You take him away, you really got them. You saw what Green Bay did to them last week. Then the defense struggled last week. Buffalo has won the last two meetings against Kansas City. So I'm taking Josh and the Bills, and the Bills do get Dawson Knox back today.
I don't feel good about this game either, man. It's so hard to get a grasp because both these teams are struggling.
Yep.
I like Patrick Mahomes. I think he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
I think with Andy Reid coming off a loss, especially against Green Bay, I think they beat the Bills, man. In Kansas City and Arrowhead, yeah, the Bills ain't winning at Arrowhead. Not after a loss
Okay.
like that. I think it's embarrassing to me to lose against Green Bay.
Silver Crawler says the Bills. I guess he's going for the Bills on this one.
Okay.
Give me the Chiefs, man. Like you said, at Arrowhead, it's kind of hard. I think Patrick Mahomes doesn't he have the Bills number, Kendall?
And the playoffs, he do.
I think it'll translate here. Then
Y'all picking the Chiefs, but I can tell y'all don't feel good.
I don't feel good about it.
Because like you said, all he has is Travis Kelce at tight end. That's all he has. The Sunday night game, NFL does a great job with their week to week matchups. This is a huge game. Eagles at Cowboys. This is at AT&T Stadium. What do you guys think?
I'm going with Philly, but the only reason I'm going with them is because they're coming off an embarrassing loss. They're coming off an embarrassing loss from last week. That's the only reason why. Had it been the other way around and they beat San Francisco, then I'd be all on Dallas. But with Philly coming off an embarrassing loss and the way they lost the game, they got a chance to sweep Dallas. Dallas on 14, 15 straight at home. It's a perfect spot for Philly to come in there.
Straight.
14 straight
About
at home.
to be 15.
Perfect spot for Philly to come in there and snap it and get it. And keep in mind, even if Philly does lose this game, they can they win out, they'll still win the division because they probably hope Dallas lose another one or two. So I'm gonna take Philly in a close one. I'm going with Philly because they lost bad last week.
And just to clarify, this is a nice little stretch for the Dallas Cowboys right now. At their back end of their season, they got the Eagles. Then of course, let me see. It's the Eagles today, and then it's going to be the Bills next week, and then the Dolphins, and then the Lions, and then and then they'll end it off with the Commanders. So this is their toughest stretch of their season. The Cowboys, that is.
This is my thing about this game, right? At the end of the day, man, the Cowboys, they're at home, 14 in a row. They're about to make it 15. And the only reason I say that is because I think Nick Bosa said it best. I think they figured this Philly offense out, man. And what the other part about it is they haven't really been playing that good until maybe a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know what it is about Jalen Hurts. I don't know if he's hurt off about that offensive coordinator. I don't know what it is, man. They're not insane football at home because I think they need this. And I think they pull it off, man.
Give me a final score, Harvey.
I can't do that right now. I'm about to go live before the game. Honestly, I'll do it. Screw it. I think the game's going to be 35-17 Cowboys.
What? Okay.
If you look back at the first game, the Cowboys should have blown them out. And I'm not trying to be a homer, but if you look at the way they just beat themselves, man. And when you beat yourselves, and better teams are going to beat you if you beat yourself. So I think that it should have been a score like the 49ers did to the Eagles, in my opinion. I think they're that better, but at the end of the day, that's why we play the game. And I think they beat themselves, man, at the end of the day. But I think it's going to be a 35-17 game.
Well, the over-under is 51.5 points.
So I'm right there. 50,
what was
I'm at 50. I'm at
52. Last game was what? They got into the 30s, right?
20. I think it was 28-23.
Yeah, something like that.
And right now, the Cowboys are favored to win in this game right now. Look, let's not make it too difficult, right? Stephen White,
yo. Let's go.
So I'll tell you this. I think that this is where the Cowboys can really propel themselves and get ready for this tough stretch of their games. They got the Dolphins, who have been putting up some crazy points, right? Every week, just like the Cowboys. I think it's the Dolphins are the number one scoring offense, and then it's the Cowboys. But we're talking about half a point difference and line it up. I think in this case, I think it's one of those. It's going to be one of those tells where you got two really good teams. They have great players on both sides of the ball. Um, I just think that this is the time where we're going to see intra-divisional teams take a split. Right, they're going to split the wins. I don't see the Eagles. I
No.
don't see the Eagles. The Eagles need to lose a couple of games because of their hot streak that they were on. That'll let them regroup and get back into this race right now. Because I'm not even making the Cowboys the favorite to come out of there. I think it's going to be everything's going to go through San Fran going forward. I just think that's the
Yep.
team to beat right now.
So hold on. If Dallas wins, then San Fran gets to one. They move up to one, right?
Correct.
Yes, but I think the
And
Cowboys
then Dallas.
I think the Cowboys hold the number one seed in the division for a while, right? Or Harv?
Yeah, until
Unless y'all
either
y'all
the
lose the
Eagles
game.
lose, but the Eagles have to play the Cardinals. That's the game that we got to take a look
Yeah.
at. But
If Philly win, even if Philly lose tonight, if Philly wins out and Dallas wins out, Philly still gets that because they beat Arizona
Correct.
basically.
so real
Gotcha.
quick, 49er 5525 on TikTok says put pressure on Hurts and close the pocket up. Don't give Hurts a chance to run. That's the key.
That's exactly what Nick
What'd he say?
Nick Bosa was
Bosa.
saying.
It's close the
What'd he
pocket.
say?
Close the pocket on Hurts
Oh.
and don't let him run.
That's what Nick Bosa was saying.
Okay.
He says there's a blueprint. Hopefully the Cowboys take care of business. That's what he
Yeah.
basically said.
And he did say good teams are going to lose today.
All our predictions could be all off. I mean,
Yeah.
all of them. Look, Steve White says Zappy rocks Kendall.
He does, but I don't want to hear that, man. We need to be losing games.
Because I knew he'd do it too. And he says,
we need to be losing
no
games,
excuses.
man.
Get this win, Dallas. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. My prediction is for the Dallas Cowboys to go ahead and tie up the series during the season. They did it last year around the same time. They did it at the back end of the season when Dak was throwing interceptions, but that doesn't seem to be the story. The only thing we hear about Dak nowadays is
Here we go.
here we go, right? Yeah, here we go, man. I think give me the Cowboys in this game. Then we got let's see.
Monday Night Football.
We got two Monday Night Football games.
Yep.
We got the Packers at Giants.
Green Bay.
Yeah, they
Green
need this
Bay.
game too, man.
Green Bay, they need it.
They need it. I mean, they're already in the. I mean, currently, right now, as we look at it, they are currently in the playoffs. They are the 7th seed, so they
Seventh
need
seed.
this win. Yeah, so they've been doing good. So give me the Packers. Then you got the Titans at Dolphins.
Dolphins, man. At Miami, yeah. Dolphins. That's an easy one.
Look,
Ooh.
Steve White says Giants 24-23.
Ooh.
I'd be upset.
That would be definitely.
John's coming off a bye.
I mean, the thing is, they're sticking with DeVito, right? They're not giving the ball back to Tyler, right?
Oh, Tyrod Taylor, nope.
Finn's 30 to Finn's give him the Dolphins 30-20 in this game too. That's what he's saying. Give me the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins can. I think the only difference between Titans and Dolphins is yes, the Titans they've been playing some crazy football. They look good at sometimes. They play good sometimes, and sometimes they don't show up. The only thing is
that Dolphins offense.
The Dolphins
man.
offense could put up points. If you're not ready for that, I'm sorry, you can't keep up with them. Dolphins are a pretty exciting team right now. Coachy says Titans 24, Fins 23. So wow, he sees an upset in this one. That would shake up the whole landscape, wouldn't it? Packers are 49er 55-25. It says Packers are a sneaky. It's a team to pay close attention to.
I was gonna say that too. They're starting to play good, man, and they beat Kansas City. So imagine those teams that start playing very well and start getting hot at the end of the season, man. Those are the teams you got to be careful. And you guys have said it right, Jerry. You said it. That defense should be one of the top defenses in the NFL.
Yeah,
they just don't play like it.
They've spent so many first rounds. So Justin David Kish says Breece Hall, Noah Brown, or Drake London in his fantasy football. I think Breece Hall and Noah Brown just got back from their injuries, so they're playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Jets are playing. Let me see.
Texans.
The Texans.
Ooh,
Man,
the Texan defense pretty good though.
yeah, I like how CJ Stroud feeds Noah Brown though, man.
Yeah, no, I'd probably go with Noah Brown.
I would probably go with Noah Brown, especially if you have a PPR league, right? Because every catch is a point. Let me see. Glove. He says Falcons or Bucks. I think we all picked the Falcons on the
I picked the Bucks just because I think they'll split it 1-1 on the season.
I picked the Falcons on this one. Let me see. And then it says Charles Smith 1352 says Packers next 5 games are all W's. Damn.
Yeah, they got access. They got a lot of winnable.
That's crazy, man.
This could be great for Jordan Love. It could be great for him. And they could maybe get this team in the right spot. It says Godwin or Ridley. Lawrence is healthy and Kirk is out. Less target competition. Man, but Godwin.
I'd have to go with Godwin.
Go with Godwin because
that Browns defense is for real, man.
There's awarding them guys over there.
And remember 42-10. Well, that's it, man. Those are all our predictions.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, give us your plugs.
Ken's Pats Talk. Subscribe to the channel. I'm on Twitter, IG, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. I really appreciate it.
Hey, make sure y'all know me and Jerry are on the Cowboys Cast. All Cowboys fans, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the page. We're on every platform, the Cowboys Cast, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You know it. Biggest thing, though, is make sure that if you're on TikTok right now, come over to East West Football, man. East West Football on the bottom. I got it right here, man. It's a PS5 Madden 24. Once we get to the subscribers we need, we're giving that away, and also a hat. So make sure on TikTok, go and subscribe on East West Football, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Help us all reach 1,000 subs on YouTube. It's great. The subs. We thank you all for the subs on TikTok, on Facebook, on all the social medias, right? On Instagram, but help us grow on YouTube. This is the last one. We need it for the East West Football. We need it for the Cowboys Cast, Ken's Pet Talk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate it. That's it for us. Thank you all so much, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Enjoy the games,
Keep it
baby.
real.